Good day, everyone. We are here as a group to reflect on our journey in Calculus 2, what we expected, what we experienced, and what we gained. So let's dive in. First, we got course expectations, like the expectations from the course, what we had at the start. And if these expectations were met, why or why not? So I'm going to start off. I'm Mejia. And back in Calc 1, we did a lot of derivatives. So I got curious, what if we reverse that? I want to understand integration deeply, to solve and apply it, like from areas, volumes, and centroids. I expected multiple methods, and this course gave exactly that: substitution, partial fractions, drag, all of it. I saw how there's no single way to integrate. It depends on your approach, and I like that challenge. Now, let's go to Mr. Dobles.
My name is Benedict Dobles, and for my expectation of the course, I would first want to consider it as the whole itself. So for Calculus 2, it was much more challenging, I would say, than compared to Calculus 1 where we had to take previously. And yeah, so moving on, it will be now NIERE.
So yes, I expected the course to be challenging with more advanced integration techniques. My expectations were met. I learned a lot about solving complex problems and using advanced integration methods.
Now let's go with COLETO.
Hello, I'm COLETO, and my expectation for this course is to gain a deeper understanding of integration, especially in applications in engineering problems.
How about you, Mr. Tulod?
I'm negative TULOD, and my course expectations on Calculus 2 is I expected more challenging than Calculus 1. Here, I thought it was hard because of what I saw in internet or TikTok. So, yun.
Now let's go to Mr. Mangao.
Okay, so at first, no, I thought calculus would be much harder than calculus 1 because it's level 2. And as I expected, I expected it to be full of complicated formulas and very long solutions.
Now let's go with MACARAEG.
Honestly, I expected it to be a painful sequence to Calculus 1, more confusing math and more moments of academic despair. But surprisingly, they weren't fully met in a good way.
And let's go with DAWAL.
So at the start of the course, I was expecting to learn the fundamentals of integral calculus, and these expectations were definitely met, as we covered everything from basic integration techniques to applying them in finding volume and area.
Let's go with ROJAS.
At the beginning of Calculus 2, I expected it to be difficult because it covered more advanced topics than Calculus 1.
And now we're going to talk about teaching and learning process. The strategies, what worked well and which didn't, the struggles, which were discussed with depth and swiftly, key takeaways. And I will start with this. So, our prof recorded every session, used MATLAB to check solutions, and gave us a lot of shortcuts and visual aids that helped me study better and solve problems faster. My biggest struggle was the precision. One small mistake in integration and everything throws off. So I kept practicing to master it and stay accurate under pressure. Let's ask Dobles.
So a particular learning strategy that Sir used, such as using the OneNote, and he was able to record all of his lessons so that we can watch back whenever we need to, was really helpful for me and helped me really well to prepare for exams that he would prepare. Subjects such as, for example, double integrals or solving for volume of solid revolution were swiftly discussable because of when he used OneNote.
And next is NIERE.
So based on what I remember, our prof used lectures, practice problems, and visual aids to explain concepts. The practice problems and visuals were particularly helpful, but the fast-paced lectures required me to review the materials on my own.
How about you, COLETO?
For me, the lectures, the problem-solving sessions, and especially the practice exercises, OneNote is also helpful in the step-by-step demonstrations for problem solvings and other methods. And I think it worked well best for me.
Next is TULOD.
So, various teaching application have been used on Calculus 2, which I prefer it on OneNote. So, yun.
Next is DAWAL.
So both online and face-to-face teaching strategies were used, but I found the online or recorded lectures that definitely worked better for me.
How about you, MACARAEG?
So as you guys have already said, the course used recorded lectures from face-to-face classes, problem sets, and practice exams. These gave me flexibility and structure.
Next is ROJAS.
Me, the OneNote examples really helped me in the practice exercises. The step-by-step examples helped me the most. I didn't always understand the lesson during the live class, but I was able to keep up by watching the recorded videos on MS Teams.
Next is MANGAO.
Well, what worked the best for me is the part where Sir Maguyaw used always recording his lessons, because there are times na I struggled when topics were discussed quickly, and since I'm just an average student now.
So we tackled three course outcomes: indefinite integrals, definite integrals, and applications, and multiple integrals and applications. Now, the question is, were they achieved in your opinion? And should you pass the course based on your learning? My answer to this is that they were all met for me. I can now solve and apply these confidently, whether it's area, volume, or work. And I learned the steps as well as understood the logic behind each method. That's why I believe I should pass. I learned in this course both speed and depth. Let's go with Niere.
In my opinion, the course outcomes were met. I feel confident in solving complex problems, and based on my progress and the skills I've gained, I believe I should pass.
How about you, Coleto?
To the course outcomes, were they achieved? For me, yes, to significant extent, because I can now confidently solve definite and indefinite integrals, work with double integrals, and more to apply into problem involving areas and other applications. So I think I should pass the course as I have developed a strong understanding about it.
Next is Tulod.
So for me, I barely passed the course outcome, but I must say that I find the derivatives and integrals of various functions to be utilized on my upcoming final exam. So I believe I deserve to pass these courses.
Next is Dawal.
I believe the course outcomes was definitely achieved, as I'm now capable of solving various types of integrals, and I'm also familiar with solving real world problems. I should pass the course based on my learning because I have worked hard to gain a clear understanding of the fundamentals and key concepts throughout the course.
Let's go with MACARAEG.
I think for me, for the most part, yes, the course outcomes were achieved, and I might not be perfect, but I can confidently work through area and volume problems now. I used to panic over them. That progress speaks for itself, and I should pass since I didn't just coast through or rely on luck. I put in real effort, learned from my mistakes, and also I kept showing up even when I was so frustrated or tired.
Now next is Rojas.
So through the 3 course outcomes, I believe I met all the course outcomes. I learned a lot throughout the course, and even though I made mistakes, I was able to understand, solve problems through consistent and practice and my efforts.
Next is MANGAO.
I think I deserve to pass because I showed real growth and persistence. I didn't just memorize formulas. I learned how to actually solve problems step by step. I practice using different and indefinite integrals, double and triple integrals, and iterative integrals to find areas, volume centers, and other applications.
And lastly, we got DOBLES.
So throughout the 3 course outcomes, discussion-wise and understanding-wise, I believe that I was able to meet all of them, despite having some upsides and downsides in terms of long exams. I tend to correct myself on the mistakes I've made, and that would also lead me to believe why I should also pass this course, since I would not leave any errors behind, and I would always correct them no matter what.
Now, lastly, we got the closing statements. Now, we need to justify why we deserve to pass the course and be specific about the skill that you acquire. I'll answer to this first, and I believe that I deserve to pass because I gained transferable skills, especially some mental computation and integration for faster solution. Can now use mentally and spot patterns and apply integrals in real contexts like physics and engineering. How about you, Niere?
I believe I deserve to pass because I've actively engaged with the materials, tackled challenges, and demonstrated progress in solving complex problems.
Next is COLETO.
I believe I deserve to pass because for me, I think I used all my strength because I consistently work to improve my problem solving skills.
Next is TULOD.
So I know I deserve to pass this course because I actively participated on class discussion, showed improvement on my course outcomes. So from 38 to 61 on CO2.
How about you, Dawal?
I deserve to pass this course because personally, I'm a working student and I persevered through sleepless nights, with either drinking iced Americano or Pocari on my hand and with a hectic schedule. So I consistently gave my best effort and pushed through every challenge to meet the course requirements. And along the way, I developed skills in solving different types of integrals and applying them to problems involving area, volume, and the likes. And
Next is Rojas.
I think I deserve to pass calculus too because I work hard to understand the lessons. I spent extra time rewatching lecture videos, studying on my own, and solving problems, even when the topics were difficult.
How about you, MANGAO?
Well, my goal in this course now is to learn how to use integrals and apply them to real problems. And somehow I was able to achieve some.
Lastly, we got DOBLES.
So I personally believe that I deserve to pass this course throughout the efforts and growth that I had to overcome. And this also goes the same to everyone in this meet as well, where everyone here deserves to pass because we put enough effort and hard work. Despite all the struggles we would experience in each course outcomes, we tend to stand tall and basically just try to understand really well and try to apply it also in real life applications.
So that's a wrap up. Calculus 2 was not easy, but it taught us patience, strategy, and precision. Salute to everyone who made it through. Thank you so much. That's all.